my message to you. Worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be alright.
What's up, guys? Nick Holt with Kennedy.
And J-Strike.
That's right. And the kids. That's what they say. Why do you
really want them to know that he says stuff like that?
Yeah, that's reality, man. Hey, Peyton, say hi. Oh, now she's shy. All right.
She was just screaming at me 5 minutes ago.
I know. Well, guys, we are on our way up to a camping trip. We thought we would do a video on post-show rebound, or what life is about after your final show. Because if you are a competitor, or if you are thinking about competing, that is the hardest time, in my opinion, the reverse diet. So you do a show, you get dieted down, you get lean, and then after the show, many people, I've done it before, so has Kate, many people put on a ton of weight in a bad way. They get kind of chubby because they just start eating food, and I think it's because people develop a bad relationship with food. And we wanted to make a video, show you guys a little bit insight and provide some reality on what happens and basically how to combat that, how to survive. So you haven't had an easy time this show, and neither have I, actually.
I haven't actually every year. You know, though, I kind of girls go through hormonal things, and I struggle with that when I am competing, where I have horrible cravings and kind of little freakouts, and I have to text my coach. And I guess it's even worse in the off season because there's nothing. Well, there are things holding you accountable, but not the same. It's not the same, you know, getting on stage and everything.
I think what's different is when you compete for a show, when you prepare for a show, you have that end goal in mind, and that's what keeps you on point. Yeah, you might fail here and there, you might eat something you're not supposed to, but overall, you get lean. Right. Leaner than you ever have been in your life for most people. And
in the off season, it's easier to allow it, to make excuses, to be like, oh, it'll be okay, you know, I'll be back on it tomorrow.
Eating more, she's meaning making excuses for cheating.
Right. And then you just get to where it just gets out of control. Hey! That's enough.
They're doing things to me. Like they're
really, Mom, you're gonna watch the video. Watch. You'll see in the video.
Yeah, I will see in the video.
Yeah.
We should have this on them all the time. Anyway.
Yeah.
The other thing too is that, especially for girls, for guys, I think it's a little bit different. Guys can put on 5 pounds and usually it doesn't show quite as much. For girls, if you're a small girl, you put on 5 pounds and we start to freak out. And so that's really hard too. And I think for both men and women, when you go from being really, really shredded to compete, you kind of become warped in your head of how you're supposed to look.
Kind of a body dysmorphia type of.
Yeah. I think it's really common.
Where you're used to being ultra lean. And guys, just so you know, if you haven't competed before, what you see on stage is not what most people look like, or not what anybody looks like year round, because it's impossible. You're super low body fats. It's not healthy to be that low to begin with, but to maintain that look is almost impossible, and it's stressful, everything else. So when you view that as your ideal self-image, when you associate with that, it becomes unhealthy when you put on even 5 pounds. I mean, me, I'm used to, I'm okay with it. Like when I compete this year, I was 175 show day, and if I'm 180, I'm like, crap, you know, I feel like I'm chubby, you know, and trust me, we've all been there. So if you guys have competed and you put on 5 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it is, you are not alone. You're not the first person to experience this. So what we wanted to do, what we thought was cool, would be a good idea, is put up kind of a bullet list for you guys and explain what we do to basically rebound in a positive way, stay lean, but also put yourself in a surplus of a little bit of calories where you're able to gain muscle, because that's what we all want to do. But you don't want to go to the gym and feel freaking fat, especially if you're a girl. Like
Fluffy.
Kate, I mean, you felt like after a show, you go from wearing a tank top feeling really good about your body, and then you don't even want to go to the gym, and when you do, you want to wear a sweatshirt because you're embarrassed.
Well,
right?
but the thing is, it's messed up. Like, to other people, they think I still look good. Like, I had someone come up to me the other day and say, you know, how much has your weight changed? And at that,
I'll turn this bus around. That'll end your precious field trip.
and I try to stay within 5 to 8 pounds, but still at that point I am fuller. And sometimes for girls, being fuller means we feel fatter. And he came up to me and he complimented me. He said how good I looked, but I was feeling fluffy. And I don't know, you get kind of messed up in the head. People, I've competed for a long time, and there's people that for some reason think I don't ever struggle with the diet and that the off season is easy for me, and it's not. I struggle just like everyone else. And people look at me and they think, oh, you know, she probably always feels great about her body, always, you know, just feels great throwing on her workout clothes and going to the gym or whatever. I don't. Like, even I get to where if I'm up 5 pounds from how I look walking on stage, I'll have a little bit of insecurity in a bikini. And that's twisted because I still, you know, I'm still in shape, I still look alright in a bikini, but I have these expectations in my head to always look the way I look when I'm going on stage. Yeah,
it's reality.
So it's hard.
It's associating yourself with that image, and that is not, and we even have that problem ourselves. That's what we're saying. And so how do you get past that? You know, so that's what we wanted to make this video about. So first thing, I wrote a little bit of a notepad here on a couple things, and the first one that I thought of is create new goals. So you have that end goal in mind when you're competing for a show. When that's done, you don't have anything to look forward to, more or less.
And when you're competing, your goal is always, you know, losing weight, losing body fat.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to be ripped. I'm going to be shredded.
In the off season, it can be gaining something, gaining strength.
Yep. So the best way, the first bullet point I had was create new goals, right? So what did I do? You know, I was strength training before, but as you guys have seen, the 5-3-1 program I've been doing, I created a new goal. What are you guys doing?
Too far.
Hey,
They're bugging me.
chill out,
We're too
man.
far. She ran all about so far.
You guys stop.
Or you can just surround yourself with people like that, and that'll give you something new to worry about.
It's not me.
So create new goals. Like, I created a new program. Kate's been doing this program too. She's liked things about it. There's things she doesn't like about it, but it was good for her to kind of reset and rewind. She may stick with it. She may do a different program, you know, because, you know, we'll get into that. That's another story. But
I got bored.
Yeah, she got bored with it.
And I like writing my own program.
That's right, and I do too, guys. I'm a Nazi like that. If I'm doing other programs, it's really hard, but that's the reason I like this Windler program, is because I kind of tailor it to my specifics on what I want to accomplish. But number one, create a new goal. You know, you don't have to compete. You don't have to do another program. You guys can train for a triathlon. You can, you know, start riding mountain bikes. You can do wake surfing. You get into other activities and set goals, accomplish them. You know, change your programming, set new goals. You know, did you have anything to add to that?
I don't even know what you said.
I'm
I'm just trying to keep them from beating each other.
I'm just talking about setting new goals. So the second one I have is try a new weight program. I kind of went into that already. The third one I had was, guys, this is what happens every
We're going camping.
time. I think they've had I think they've had too much
I told you
energy
something
drink.
needed bungee to the roof. It was them.
Oh, can we do that?
We could do like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, put a lawn chair up there and just sitting in it.
So the third one that I had was just do a new sport. Like for me in the fall, sometimes I get back into basketball where I'll get on an intramural league. Kate and I
indoor soccer.
Indoor soccer. Kate and I have played indoor soccer, and we like to base it around something that involves cardio because we hate cardio, you know. But that is another way that you guys can get into something else and get your head wrapped around a new goal, you know. Believe it or not, this kind of hits home. I have surround yourself with family and friends.
We tend to isolate.
Do you really
ourselves.
want to do that? Man, it might be stressful for some people.
We
Just
love
saying.
you guys.
I don't.
My friend, you can't be part of this family.
Shh, Peyton, you're being rude.
My friends better not see.
Oh man, we're gonna let all your friends.
Yeah, we're gonna
my
post
friends
this.
better not see this.
We're gonna put this on Caleb's Facebook, your Facebook, Joe's, all of them.
No,
We're gonna
you
tag
are
you.
stupid stuff on my Facebook. My friends
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Your friends
It's
don't
awesome.
look at your... Joe, you don't even know how to log into your
Forrest
Facebook.
was on my lap and you put it on like Instagram or something. Best buds. All my friends look at that, bro.
Forrest is the cat.
God.
So honestly though, we isolate ourselves a little bit more when we're prepping for shows because usually when friends, family invite you out to barbecues, you know, whatever social events, there's food and there's booze around. And I'm not saying you can't eat whatever you want, guys, but we do a flexible dieting approach, but you have to really plan things out, and
it's
it
usually
is
food
hard.
made by someone else. You don't
Yeah,
know exactly what's in it.
Guys,
and the
even-
other thing too, it's not just like we can't. It's not that we can't go and sit there and not eat, because you can. We can do that. But what also happens is you're eating every few hours, and you get kind of selfish with your time. And you're training hard, and you're tired, and really you want to be home, and you want to be where your food is, and where it's just easier. There's that too. It's not just. It's a combination of things, I think.
Yeah, so it ends up being easier. So we're not saying you can't do it. We're just saying it's not as easy, because if you go out with your friends like me, I want to have a beer, and yeah, I can fit it in my macros, but when your calories are low already, I don't want to switch out a beer for a sweet potato or something like that would make me feel more full.
Right.
So basically, I know that I can have it, which is easier, it's better. Flexible dieting, in my opinion, is the best option to choose. But if you're sitting there and you drink a beer, you're going to be starving either way. So in a nutshell, it sucks. So we tend to isolate ourselves more, and that is hard as a competitor. So
Stop.
when shows are over, surround yourself with friends and family and do the things that you couldn't do before. And I'd also recommend that you try to pick things that don't revolve around food, because you've deprived yourself for so long. Meaning, this is Peyton's bear. You sleep with this thing, huh?
She can't sleep without it, everybody. She can't sleep without it. Ow! My nose.
Peyton!
It's
that
true.
Was hard.
Oh,
Well, she hit him really
she broke,
hard.
Hey, look. She broke my nose.
Peyton, it's cute that you
Insta-dad.
sleep with your
What
bear.
the heck am I doing?
You embarrassed her.
Did I?
It's okay, but
Well, we can edit that one out.
Right, we can edit it.
Wanna punch me in the
Anyways,
He can delete that
surround
part.
yourself with friends and family, guys, and it makes life easier, especially if it's revolved around, like, co-ed softball's fun, kickball, like stuff like that is great. And yeah, they have, sometimes they get together and meet at a bar afterwards or something, but you've earned it, you know what I mean? There's a balance more so than what you would have during your prep. You know that you can have stuff like that because it's not gonna, there's not
It's not as
some,
detrimental.
it's not as detrimental. You know, if you have a beer, you're like, well, you know, I'll do extra cardio tomorrow or whatever. It's more like I'm not screwing myself up for my show. I'm not gonna, by having this beer or whatever, or eating more than I should, like having a little bit more calories, I'm not gonna look as good as I did on stage. You know, that fear, that restriction is not in place anymore. So like I'm saying, I'm recommending hang out with your family more, hang out with your friends more, have more fun. That's actually my next one. Have more fun. So it kind of revolves on what I just said, you know.
Make Nick take you to Cancun.
That's right. Make Nick take you to Cancun, which we have not been, so we are actually
And he
planning
told
that.
me a year ago he was going to.
Mm-hmm. You told me you were going to buy me new boobs.
No, you're going buying me. next
Oh,
week.
wait. But I need a bigger chest. Nothing? Huh. My next one. Do things that you have always wanted to do. Go skydiving. Go bungee jumping. Bring adrenaline into your life. That is a big one, guys. Bring adrenaline into your life. We have talked about, Kate might not remember, but bungee jumping, maybe skydiving, maybe doing something like that. Is it? You've gone skydiving, huh? See, I haven't. So it would be a good idea to do that, I think. Because guess what? I'm not afraid to be awesome. That's right.
You told me you're afraid of risky things.
Oh, I'm afraid of risky stuff. So we were talking about this the other day, guys. If I go snowmobiling, or if I go, not snowmobiling, but snowboarding, or riding a dirt bike or something, I'm not going to go off some crazy ass jump. Her son Caleb's going to do crap like that. I'm not going to backflip on the trampoline. I'm gonna just jump. No way. I'm like, I could break my neck, man. Screw that.
I can do a 360 corkscrew.
See this? You can do a 360 corkscrew double whammy.
Right there. Only weighs like 140 pounds? 153 pounds. And at football, they're doing 2-a-days now before school starts, decided he would take out a 230-pound linebacker. And what did he get from it? A concussion.
Yeah, but see, there's what I would have done. If it was football or a sport or something, I would have done the same thing. Because on the field, I don't have any fear. But what I'm saying is, dirt biking, I don't, love that.
Mom.
So it's not worth it to me to go off some stupid jump to prove something to somebody else I don't care about. You know, if I want to be the best, I'm not worried about competing against some other human being or something.
Your body, you like your body in one piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
you don't want to be injured.
I don't want to have unnecessary surgery, man.
Right. Well, that's the other thing too. Nick's a surgical rep, so he sees injuries all the time.
Yep.
Mom, they just sneezed on me on purpose. He told me to. Listen to the video, people.
Do you have anything to add? Is there anything that you could think of that?
I just found these guys somewhere. They're not mine.
See, you're grounded.
Spend time with your family.
Disgusting.
Go in the trunk, mister.
Poor Peyton has 2 brothers.
Yeah, if you guys spend enough time with crazies like that, you won't think about food ever. You don't even care. Oh my gosh. Shoot me in the face.
I looked at Peyton Mom and I was like, listen, I want to scab him.
Is there any other thing that has helped you, though?
No. Oh, wait,
No, what doesn't help me is all the junk food we have in the house because of having kids.
It's good.
Well, you know, I shouldn't say that. Just because I have kids doesn't mean I have to have junk food.
Yeah, but it's still, what you're saying though is,
we have cereal.
It's real, guys. We can sugarcoat it however you want.
It's real.
You have fruit roll-ups and gushers and all kinds of crap around the house. Yeah, you can fit in your macros, but eating 6 packets of that, what I would want to do, doesn't fit your macros. You know what I mean?
Who wants to eat only 35 grams of Fruit Loops?
Exactly.
I want to eat 5 huge bowls.
Yeah. And Kate's a 115-pound female, you know what I mean? And if she eats 6 bowls of Fruit Loops, you know, that's going to put her over her carbs if she's trying to reverse. And a reverse diet, you know, for those of you that don't know, it just means, just like you dieted to a show, you reduce your calories. Well, after a show, you gradually increase calories. And by gradually increasing calories, your body is able to rebuild its metabolism a little bit, because every time that you diet, your metabolism gets a little bit weaker, no matter how great your diet is. So, long story short, when you're reversing, that's not the best idea to go eat 6 bowls of Fruit Loops.
Or what's that other one? King Vitamin. It's like some cheesy cheap one, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Cereal's my favorite.
Yeah, reverse dieting is the toughest part of
just coming
competition
out of a show
prep.
is the
Coming out of a show.
Stop.
Coming out of the show is harder than going into it. Caleb, that was disgusting. What do you say?
Excuse you.
Well, at least people know that we have model kids over here.
JT!
We're blaming their dad. His
Nick
fault.
is not my dad.
Guess
And
what,
Jen
man?
doesn't watch YouTube, so
Yeah.
you see this.
Yeah, they're not the Insta-Dad's fault.
Yeah, it is your fault too. You act a lot like him.
Whatever, man.
You encourage it.
You have a scar on your chicken.
I'm not giving them the sunflower seeds.
Stop.
That's kids' trail doing.
No, they would get those everywhere.
I got these.
Ow, what?
They're not getting them. Nope.
Stop.
Whatever, you'll share those.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, and comment. Joe, you better subscribe.
Okay. Bye, guys. I'll poop. Hey, we'll
See you later.
See you later.